Hello, everybody. Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Pat Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacchino. What's going on in Bitcoin? Bitcoin finally breaking out of the consolidation congestion area. We got that close below that 380 we were watching for, coming back up, retesting the breakdown level, separating moving averages, and then moving down rapidly, approaching that 3761 area. Moving sideways, letting the rotation zone catch up. For right now, major resistance coming in about 38.26. If we get through there, then we'd be watching for a return to about 38.65, upper in the rotation zone, and some of these prior little dips where buyers would now become sellers. Still, major area we'll be watching below here is about 37.50. 37.54, below that 37.35, and below that all the way down to 36.94 to 37.09. So I'm just going to say 3,700 for that. Let's check in on that daily chart. Daily chart. Nice bearish bar down below. We talked about down below the rotation zone again, clearly closing below that and also closing below the 50. And also, so we had this big sell-off bar, working off the oversold condition by drifting sideways in this consolidation phase, now breaking down lower. Keep this other prior resistance over here to the left-hand side from the beginning of February. That could become some support in here. I'd still watch the GAN levels, but especially pay attention to about this 37.35 area for some key support. Again, no buying opportunities, nothing present yet that would lend us to get into this market at all. So let's switch over to Ethereum. So here we have Ethereum also breaking down. Remember, we talked about this making lower highs and lower lows, following the rotation zone down. Breaking down, finding some support at this 130.60 level. You can see 2 bar lows here, then finally breaking through, retesting the prior key lows. So now this is going to come down once I can find the correct one. We have to update that to the new lows, then coming back down to our major cluster area, that 126.20 area. So all our targets have just been hit to the downside, so now we need to update to see what the new minor and major targets are. So there's going to be the minor and the major target since the start of the move down here. Also just remove some of this stuff until we get another rally going. We can take some of this off. All right. So what does this look like now? You actually zoom in like this. Take off these two. All right. So on a break below 125.88. We're watching for 123.51. Then we have a sort of a wide cluster area, about 70 cents, about 120.36 to 121.15 right in here. And then if that's broken, we'd be watching all the way down to back to about 115. Let's check in on that daily chart. Daily chart clearly downward. It looks like we're going to get the first cross of rotation zone, which puts our overhead resistance back at about 135. So that's a breakdown zone here, or the prior support area turning into resistance in the breakdown zone right now in the first cross area. Minor resistance is going to come in at 131. You can see we found this prior support level right over here to the left. Prior resistance, now it's become support. If we get through there, then I'd really watch towards the bottom of this and this major cluster around 121, 120.35 to 121. Just jump back to that 4-hour chart. See where the minor resistance is. So the minor resistance we just bounced off about 130.21. If we get through that, I'd be watching for probably a return to about 133.42. But keep in mind, all this again is still very bearish with this price action. No bottoming pattern yet, so nothing to do. No divergences yet. So just sit on our hands and wait. If you're long or if you're short, you know your profit targets to the downside. We'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.